Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Josh. I'm based in Sydney, Australia. So I'm working in crypto industry and I started my investment journey on crypto since 2017. I learned some licenses and I made some gains. What I feel like about crypto is these days the crypto information are very disorganized on internet. So that's the reason we start this channel. So in this channel, I'll work with my friend Dave, who's also working in crypto industry. By the way, he's based in Singapore. So we want to use this channel to bring you the latest and the greatest crypto news, so you won't miss anything. So let's get started. The first question you might want to ask, what happened last month? Or what happened to the market? It is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's have a look. So Bitcoin, if you have a look at this chart, right, it was traded around its lowest point at $16,000 around the end of 2022, and then it started to rise until it happened now. It traded around $23,000, 24,000. It was testing this. Hey, by the way, guys, this I want to talk about this blue line just for 1 minute. This blue line called the movement average. If you are new to trading, that's the first indicator you want to put on your chart. I normally call this one the supporting line. So any chart who broke this supporting line, it means it is, you can say it's bad. It go above, it means the market is good, the sentiment is high, right? So you can tell since last year in December, this line was getting tested, right? It got broken, it go up, but still hasn't reached there, but it bang. Once it come to January, right, now it's crazy. So it's a up pump all the way, from roughly about 16,600 all the way to around 24,000, roughly here, right? So I just drag this a little bit. Sorry, I've been missing part of chart. Yeah, so it's currently traded at $24,000. So it's roughly about 50% gain. What happened? What happened to the Bitcoin price? Why is rise so much? So BTC, think about it. It just it's a financial asset, very similar to stocks, right? So any rise, any fall, it's all supported or backed by any data. So I'll show you which data actually causing this, right? This data actually is not very easy to tell, and it's actually, I don't think it even make to the headline much. So let's have a look. Retail sales. So retail sales jumped 3% in January, smashing expectations despite inflation increase. So guys, why retail is so important? Retail means first, people have money to spend. They're willing to spend. The sentiment is high, right? That's number one. Number two is it means the retail business earning gonna go up. Retail is so important. It's so important. Lots of business are in retail. Walmart, you can tell me Costco. In Australia, we have Coles, Woolworths, fashion brands. All this, they're gonna benefit from the retail sales. And the retail business, they will take their earnings, they will spend on other industries. So the economy is good if the retail is up. So this was released in 15th of February, but I'm not too surprised the analysts, they would know this in January, before the release date. It's not that hard. If you think about it, right, they probably can track the inventory the retail business are buying, like how much they prepare for the market, and also they probably have their connections in the retail. They can easily get their forecast. So I believe this is one of the factors. Let me show you the second factor. So the second factor is this. The jobless claim unexpectedly fall. That's also good news, isn't it? So it means people, they all have jobs. They all earning a salary. And if you combine this one with the first good news, it means the economy seems doing okay. Despite of the high inflation, despite of consecutive interest rate rise, the seems like the economy is doing okay. So combine these two, that should explain why this is going up so high, right? Now, here comes the second question. What kind of investors are buying Bitcoin and causing this bull run? There are two categories of, sorry, let me change the window. There are two categories of investors, right? There are retail investors like mom and dad, your neighbor Bob, and also there is an institutional investor. I call them the whales. The whales, they normally have more resource in the market, right? They normally get information before the retail investors, and they behave very differently. So this pattern, I think, is from the institutional investor. They buying. They know the market is getting better, so they want to buy before everybody else. So that's my take. This also backed by some of the reports from eToro. So every quarter, eToro will ask their investors, mainly the retail investors, how you doing with the with your investment strategy on cryptos. At the moment, most of the retail investors are just sitting on their investment. They don't make a move. They're just sitting there. So if you combine all this, it is likely this bull run is caused by the institutional investors. So be careful, guys. Institutional investors, they come in quickly. The bad news, when they withdraw, is also quick. Retail investor, when they withdraw, is actually slower. So that's something I want you to really watch out. If you have a look at this pattern, it's a huge volume in one day. I really don't think that's the retail. This must be some institutional whales. They're doing the pump. So the next question is, will this one continue? And it is a sign of start of a bull market, right? To understand that, you have to understand what can get the bull market to start. It is the liquidity. Liquidity means how much money is allowed to flow on the market. The more is the better, right? For now, what I can tell you is the liquidity on the market is still quite low. After the interest rise, there isn't enough money on the market. That's how I feel. And based on what Fed is saying about the interest, they're still very hawkish. That's very disappointing. Look, I think they really should revisit their strategies. I think they have done enough damage for the market. So until they change their opinions, I don't think the liquidity is going to increase. Will BTC raise to $50,000 by the end of this year? Well, it largely depends on the Fed. It's really depends on how they do with the interest rates. If the rates is gonna stop rising, I think that'll be the start. But if they continue give this hawkish views on the future interest rate, I think it's gonna be difficult. Maybe the institutional whales, they're gonna pump for this for now, but just remember, they will withdraw quickly as well. So for now, right, my investment strategy is sitting tight. I'm not really following the pump. I think it's not the time yet, but maybe the market can prove I'm wrong. Okay, everybody, this is for today's video. Thank you very much for watching.